Okay, wait. Before we start, I have to tell you something embarrassing. Oh no, what did you do? So last week, right? I was at this work dinner, and there was this guy sitting next to me. Nice guy, clearly smart, but every time he tried to talk to someone, it just fell flat. What do you mean, fell flat? Like, okay, someone asked him, "How was your weekend?" And he said, "It was good. I went out. I ate food. I came back." Haha, he ate food. Wow, groundbreaking stuff. Haha, right? And I could see the other person trying so hard to keep the conversation going. It was painful to watch. Okay, and I say this with love, I think a lot of people listening right now have been that guy at some point. Oh, 100%. I have been that guy. You have been that guy. I have absolutely been that guy. Early on, I would just say the shortest possible thing and hope nobody asked a follow-up question. Haha, the please do not ask me anything else strategy. Exactly. Just answer and disappear. But here's the thing. The problem was not vocabulary. It was not grammar. It was that the sentences were just not connected. They were floating there, separately. And that is exactly what we are getting into today. How to connect your sentences so your English actually flows. Sounds real. Sounds like you. Let us do it. All right, so first connector, and. Super simple. Instead of saying, I finished work, I went home, you say, I finished work and went home. One smooth sentence. And what is interesting is, when you use and, it tells the listener, hey, there is more coming. Stay with me. Exactly. Now, but. Real life is full of buts. Haha, that is actually really true. You want to eat healthy, but someone brought donuts to the office. The donuts one hits different every single time. So, but shows contrast. I wanted to call you, but my phone died. Simple, real. And then so. This one shows a result. I missed breakfast, so I was starving by noon. The SO connects cause and effect. If you just start using and, but, and so, your sentences stop being isolated. They start building on each other. Now, because. When people do not explain their reasons, they sound either mysterious or rude. Sometimes both. Haha, mysterious or rude. That is a great way to put it. Like, why did you not come to the party? And you just say, I could not. People are like, okay, thanks. Versus, I could not come because my cousin was visiting from out of town. Now it makes sense. You had a real reason. And since is similar, but more professional. Since the client changed the brief, we need to start over. Casual with friends, use because. Work email or meeting, since sounds more polished. Good distinction. All right, time connectors. When, while, after, before. These are the backbone of any good story. When I opened the email, I could not believe what I read. While I was cooking, I was listening to this podcast. Which, if you are listening to us while doing something else right now, respect. Haha, multitasking and learning English. Love it. After the meeting ended, we all just sat there in silence. Haha, we have all had that meeting. Too many of those. I always read the agenda before joining a call. These 4 create a timeline. Timelines make things easy to follow. Last section. However, although, even though. These make you sound like you are actually thinking while you speak. The plan looks strong. However, the budget needs another look. Same as but more composed, more considered. Although I was exhausted, I still showed up. You acknowledge the difficulty, then show what you did anyway. Although is calm. Even though is stronger. Even though everyone said it would not work, he kept going. There is resilience in that. I love that. These three give your English depth. They show you see more than one side of something. Do not try to use all of them today. Pick one, just one. Use it in your next conversation. Even if it feels forced at first, that is fine. That is how all skills feel in the beginning. And slowly it stops feeling forced. That is fluency. Not perfection, just comfort. One challenge before you go. Take 2 sentences, any 2, and connect them with one word you learned today. Drop it in the comments. And if this episode helped, share it with someone. That is the best support. We will be back next week. Keep talking, keep connecting. And stop floating your sentences in the air. Haha, connect them. See you guys next time. Take care, everyone.